Hi everybody, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and I have a new project for you guys today. So this is something I saw a while back, probably several months ago on Instagram, and then went and watched the tutorial on YouTube. I'm going to link the original video for you in the description in case you want to go take a look. But this is a card that opens up and holds a little box of cards or little pieces of ephemera, I guess, whatever you'd like to put in here. And of course, I pull one out that doesn't want to go back in. So, this is a fun project, and I've been wanting to make it, and I'm just now finding time. So hopefully I can remember exactly how I did this. I've got myself some measurements and some instructions written out, but I will do my best to put all the measurements and things for you in the description. So if you're having trouble following along, please double check those measurements before you start cutting your paper too. Okay, so let's have a little bit of fun. You can use any paper you want. You do need some kind of cardstock paper, okay? And then some pretty papers that you want to decorate with and layer your card with. So I've already done a little bit of work before I got on camera just to save us some time. But I'm using just some craft cardstock that I got at Hobby Lobby, I believe. And I've already cut everything into the sizes that we need. But the first thing you need is just one piece of cardstock that is 10 centimeters by 20 centimeters, because you're going to end up with a card that is 10 by 10 or right at 4 by 4. Okay, so it's going to be fun. And then I layered with, I've got glue on my finger, guys. I layered a piece of decorative paper. These are some digitals from Pink Monarch Prince June kit that I had some leftovers of, and I think it's so pretty. You want those to be 9.5 centimeters by 9.5 centimeters so that you've got that little bit of border around there, and it just looks really nice, okay? So if you want to make yours but with the measurements I'm going to give you, that's the sizes that you need, okay? Now, it does get a little fiddly, but just stick with me because I think the end product is certainly worth it. The next thing you need are 2 pieces of whatever cardstock you're using. Again, I'm using Crafts cardstock. And these are 12 centimeters by 4.5 centimeters, okay? So, that's what you need. And then you're going to either take your ruler and mark at every centimeter, okay, and draw a line and then score it, or you can lay it on your scoreboard. I laid mine on my scoreboard, so I've already scored at each centimeter, okay, along this entire length. All right, so you end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 scores. You got 12 centimeters, okay? Once you do that to both of these, you need 2, just the same. You're going to do a zigzag fold. Now, I have not done the zigzag fold yet. I didn't do that off camera. So we'll just do that together real quick. You want them both to be the same. Try to be neat. This little bit heavier cardstock, once you've scored it, it pretty much just folds right up for you. But, you know, try to be neat and even because your end product will certainly look better. And you're going to end up with something that looks like that. Okay, so just back and forth. And a lot of times when you're working with these accordion folds, see, mine's getting a little messy, so I'm going to fix it just a touch. I'm going to just kind of, I don't know, yank it over in place. I was going to say manhandle. That's not my favorite term. But just make it work, okay? Try to straighten them up. A lot of times when you're doing accordion folds like this, they talk about the valleys and the hills, or the mountains and hills. So I'll try to maybe use that terminology a little bit to help us figure out what we're doing, okay? All right. The next, so you've got 2 of those. So you've folded your zigzaggy and you're all ready to go. Now you need and I can't remember if you need 6 or 7, but you need, I'll make sure in the description I have it correct, little pieces of cardstock that measure 4.5 centimeters by 8 centimeters. Okay, so 8 centimeters long by 4.5 centimeters wide. And again, just check the description to get all your measurements. All right, I'm going to show you how we assemble this. Now, you are going to need some glue. I am going to use art glitter glue today in a precision bottle to make sure this sticks quickly and easily since I'm on camera. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pick up one of these accordion folds and then start, you're going to add glue where there's a fold to the left and the raw edge is to the right. So right there, just on the last piece, okay? And then you're gonna glue it to your paper with that fold right to the edge of this strip. I don't know if you guys can see what I've done, but I'm gonna show you. It is now glued down. So you've got a fold right here. And if you look, there's the edge of your paper. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to add glue to this panel. And then you're going to flip it over and glue it down so that your fold is to the outside. Okay, and try to line it up and get it straight. So now you have a contraption that looks like this. Kind of looks like a little monster. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to add the strip of paper, and I just remembered it is 7. You're going to add a strip of paper to each of these like each of these folds, and I think it's just easier to show you. So you've glued that one down, you're going to press this down like that, and you're going to add glue to this panel right here. I'm not exactly sure how to describe that, so I'm just going to show you. So then add the glue and then add your panel, and just make sure it's grabbed a hold before you go to the next side. And then same thing, you're going to fold that down so that you're adding glue to this side right here. Trying to hold this little piece of paper up so you guys can see what I'm doing. And you want to come right up into the crease, nice and straight and even. Make sure that can fold down. If you go over the crease, it's not going to fold right, and everything's going to be cattywampus. All right, look at what we just made. We made one little pocket, okay, or one area. All right. We're going to repeat this. So hold it with your finger, push your accordion fold down, and you're going to add glue to this panel. Pick up one of your strips and glue it down. And you just want to be as diligent as you can to make sure you're keeping everything straight. You're making sure you don't go over that crease line before you go to the next one. Again, make sure you've pushed your accordion fold down so you're adding glue to the correct panel. So you leave a space in there and then pull it over. It's not hard to pull over at all, and line it up again along the crease. I always like to confirm everything's folding nicely. Look at that. Here we go. All right, and we're just going to repeat this. So fold, hold it down, add glue, add your panel. Yep, everything fits. Lift it up, push it down, add glue. And once you get going and you see how everything fits together, it really isn't hard, and it goes pretty quick. The big thing is making sure you get started in the right direction when you put the first panel down. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going. up, push it down. I know this is riveting, isn't it? I'm gonna try my hand at editing my video and maybe fast forwarding through a little bit of this. If you're hearing me babble, you'll know I was not successful. I'm also not sure if I need to be quiet if I'm planning to fast forward, because I'm not sure then can I mute it or add music during that time. I'm still learning all of these things with my videos and editing. But I might try it on this video. If not, there's always time to learn, right? Okay, I'm almost done on this last one. So when you get to the end here, let me get this one down. All right, everything's working. You have two little pieces right here, and you're just gonna glue the last one on. So add your glue, add your panel. Make sure it's nice and straight. Okay, and then fold the last one down and add the glue. And I know it might be tempting to like go ahead and add glue to both sides and then stick your panel down. If you're brave, you can try it that way. I definitely think it's worth doing one side at a time. I got a little overzealous and it did not work out well for me. I ended up with glue and paper everywhere. Fun! Isn't that fun? So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A place for 6 little cards to go. All right, now before we're going to attach the little pieces that then hold it to the card, and then we're going to add a piece of decorated paper to each side. But the next thing you need before we do that is 2 pieces that are 8 centimeters long. So it's the same length as these, but this one is only 2.5 centimeters wide. And again, I scored it at 1 centimeter, and then you're gonna fold. So you're basically folding at 1 centimeter. I'm gonna just make sure I've got those folding down really good. Okay, now, let me double check what I did. Okay, you want to, it's going to attach like that, okay? So when you're holding your piece that you folded, add the glue on the smallest, the smaller portion, the 1 centimeter portion. This is 1.5. And then pick up your pockets. It doesn't matter which side you start on. And you're going to glue 1 to this side. Again, as neat as we can. Like I said, this craft cardstock sometimes acts a little funky. There, I'm going to stick my finger up in there. Really get it good. Okay. All right. And don't get ahead of yourself, because we're not going to put it here. We're going to put the next one right here. No, wait, we're going to put it right here. Right here, like this, okay? That's what we're going to do. So, flip it over, add glue to the 1 centimeter fold inside, and then glue it on the other side, nice and neat. So you've got 1. You're leaving all these open to slide cards in, and this is going to be what's attached to our card. I think it would be nice. I was thinking I could, oh, you just got to fiddle with it. But the good news is using the art glitter glue, even if it does that, once I get some pressure on here, it is going to grab a hold. But you don't want to wait too long because the glitter glue does dry fast. There we go. It made more sense to just push it down. Okay, so now you have something that looks like that. All right. Again, before we attach it to the card, and I've already inked around these, I'm just going to add the little decorative panels to both sides. this is just to make it look pretty, and you can decorate it even more, you know, if you want to layer several pieces of paper on here, you could. And again, I'm going to just stick my finger in there. There we go. And I didn't put this on first because I wanted to cover up that little lip of the piece that's going to attach to the card. Is if I'd put this down first, this right here would have covered it up. But you do you. If you think it would have been easier that way and you don't mind the little bit of craft cardstock overlapping, you could do that if you wanted to. Okay. But I do like having this decorated. I guess you could leave it plain if you didn't feel like decorating it. Okay. All right, so now we have our little box that's going to go inside our little card. All right, so now you just have to decide, you know, what's the front and what's the back, and it may depend on your pattern papers or how you have it. I have everything kind of, these numbers are kind of upside down in different ways, and I've got my words going the other way, the opposite way. So, you know, just, I guess just decide, and then get it turned the way you want it. Okay. So we are going to glue this just like this. And so we've got to add glue to this side. And then you want to center it the best you can in your card. And I'm coming not quite to the center crease, but almost. Okay. And now kind of flatten it out like this, because we're going to add glue here, and then we're going to pull the card over and glue it down just like that. So this is the easiest way to make this attach. Okay. And there we go. And just kind of push it really good. And we're going to open it up in a second, and I think you can run like a bone folder part of the way in to push these down, because it's loose at the bottom. So you can kind of make sure you really get that stuck down and burnished, and mine is not. But it'll be okay. It's really going to be okay. I did my prototype the exact same way, and it worked fine. I think the big thing is just don't fiddle with it too much until you know it is adhered well. Okay. I'm going to add just a little more glue on mine because I did pull it up. I can also press it down gently this way. All right. Now, isn't that fun? I'm going to give you the measurements of the cards that'll fit in here nicely too. I'm not going to make those on camera, but I'll just show you from this set, right? You're going to make, I guess you could make other things, but I made 6 cards, and this is kind of what the original artist did in their video. So these are, they're like 7.5 centimeters by 7.5. No, they're not. Scratch that. These are 8 centimeters by 7.5 centimeters. 8 by 7.5. Okay, 7.5 centimeters by 8. And then the decorative paper that I layered on them is 7.5 centimeters, just this way, 7.5 by 7. Okay, now I had a couple of ideas, so you can make those and just layer them, and then or make little journaling cards. Like I said, you can make coupons, you could do whatever. But in this paper kit, these cards came with it, and I think they're gonna fit in there. So cute. Look at that. I just cut them out the way they came in the kit, and I believe there are 6 of them. So I'm gonna stick them in here so we get a sense. So if you have this paper kit, or you're interested in this paper kit, this might be a good option. Look how cute. And of course, I could add more to them. There's just, again, the possibilities are endless, but I wasn't going to just take a lot of time on this video to decorate the little cards. But you could, you know, do whatever, you know, suits you. Now, what I also did was I sewed on a vintage button, and I did a little collage on the front and did a string closure. I have lots of videos that show you how to make different kinds of closures, so you can go check those out. But yeah, what a fun project. I just wanted to make sure y'all got the idea of how to make the little pop-up box. So if you like this one, let me know. If you have not already subscribed, please do so. I would love that. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I know this one's a little more requiring you to be precise and more measuring than I normally do, but I thought it was worth it. So I hope you guys will give it a shot and make yours look super cute and pretty. You know what else? Here, I just saw this too. That would be cute for the front. Wouldn't that be pretty? That would be so cute right there. And then, you know what? And of course you can sew a button, but let me show you really quick. I'm going to show you another closure style. Look, I was deciding we were going to finish, and now here I am. So let me grab a piece of this, whoa, all my little cards are falling out because I'm turning it upside down, but that's okay. We'll just set those over there so we don't accidentally hurt them. I am going to attach a piece of twine, and I think I'm just going to use some score pal tape because this is really sticky stuff to help make sure everything stays in place. So if you need any supplies or you want to see, if you haven't worked with this before, I'll have my Amazon storefront linked as well. All right, now I'm going to then sandwich this guy on here and the twine. Again, I mean, we don't want to go crazy, okay? But it won't come loose if you are somewhat gentle with it. I think it will be just fine. So I'm going to add art glitter glue to the entire back of this card. And I really liked this one with the lantern on it. La la la. Okay. Sometimes I try to have my videos a lot more planned out than I did this one. I made this several days ago and had to try to sit here and remember, so I hope y'all don't mind. Okay, and then I'm just gonna wrap it around a few times. I'm gonna cut it off, and I'm gonna tie a knot, because sometimes this twine will fray, but just to make sure it won't. And there we go. I'm gonna do that. I left it a little long because I was just thinking, you know, we could just bring it through one time and it's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to tie it a little bit higher up and cut off some of this excess. Make it make a little more sense. Okay. And then when you're ready to open it, let's get this stuff out of the way. You can just undo it like this. Okay, and we'll put our cards back in. We'll need another one because now I only have 5, but that's all right. It's still cute. I can put one of the ones from my original in here, so it'll be full. There we go. And I think these are a little bit larger, taller. There we go. All right, cute, right? Close it up, wrap it around, snake it under. So you just got a twist going, and it'll stay closed. Okay? And if you want the much more finished look, you can do it with the button. And there's other closure ideas out there, I am sure. Another one that would be cute would be to just put a tab here that reaches around to the back with a Velcro dot. That would be cute too. So you've got options. All right, guys, y'all have a great afternoon, and I hope you liked this one and you'll think about making one. So, till next time.